Welcome to Business on the Vine. I'm your host, Lady Jen Du Plessis, and in this dynamic series, we dive into the challenges, breakthroughs, and victories of entrepreneurs who have turned their passion into success. Welcome. Hey there, Lady Jen Du Plessis, joining you from a vineyard. I know it's a virtual background, but trying to get you to understand Business on the Vine. This is where, on this show, I love all of these little innuendos that we get to say about, I heard it through the grapevine, or, that we're harvesting ideas or we're planting seeds, all of these fun little innuendos. And so, you're always going to see me having some kind of background with vineyards as much as I can. And we're also going to a couple of vineyards in May of 2025 and again in October in various places around the country where I'll be doing my podcast interviews from actual vineyards where we'll be having and toasting some wine. But today, I wanted to talk to you. Let me see what I wanted to talk to you about because I can't remember which one. I've got probably 90 of these comparisons that I use for Gen Jots. And I'm always thinking, ooh, this versus that, and I'm just thinking which one I was going to be talking about today. Oh, I know. I want to talk about reacting versus responding. And this is such a fatal flaw for many businesses. I've talked about the shiny object syndrome before. I've talked about community before, that a lot of people like to go it alone. I'll just buy some software, I'll buy some ads, I'll buy some this, that, and the other. And all of these are great, by the way. It's just that it can't be the only thing. Nothing can be the only thing. And this is why I love community, because developing a community around myself, partners, collaborators, colleagues, friends, advisors, mentors, because it allows for me to have more opportunities rather than software and ads, et cetera, that just provide leads for us. But it's a tendency, so I'm getting off track here, but it's a tendency to react and feel that magic bullet, that one thing will solve all the problems. So that's why I'm talking about reaction. I find it as well, when I'm speaking on stages all over, across the world now, as I'm speaking, people are getting excited and you can feel the energy change in the room as a speaker. You start seeing people, I want to work with Jen. I want to, I want to talk to her. I want to get this. I want to get it. I want to get it. And I've even had people say to me, hey, I went to your website and I don't see any classes. I don't see your coaching or any of that. I do have some classes there, but I don't see all of your coaching programs, et cetera. And the reason that you don't is because I don't want people to react. I don't want people to, sign on the dotted line really quickly. I want to make sure that this is a good complement for one another. And that holds people at bay so they aren't reacting. I want it to be a good decision, because otherwise they're not going to have anything great to say about the program. I'm going to wake up in the morning and be like motivation and say, time to make the donuts. I have to meet this person that, doesn't really align with me. And in business, this is what we tend to do. We tend to react thinking this is an opportunity. When we're out networking in your local chamber, or whatever the case may be, you think, hey, this sounds really good. I'm going to react to it and I'm going to work on it. And then it sort of goes away. It dissolves, right? The relationship isn't real strong. The idea kind of goes away. It dissolves and diminishes a little bit. And it's because we reacted rather than responded. And herein lies the difference. It's not even a difference. Herein lies emotional intelligence. People that have high emotional intelligence tend to want to sit on things, sleep on things. It's not that they're indecisive, but they don't react, they respond. They ponder, they ask more questions. And as a business owner, this is what you need to be doing. You can't I get this question all the time. What CRM should I use? And I always, of course, say the one that you're going to use, or which one should I buy? I say the one that you're going to use. But the tendency is, I bought this one, I bought that one, I bought this thing, I bought that thing. I tried, coaching with this person and going to a program with this, or a retreat there, or a mastermind here. Because we reacted to it, we didn't get the results that we were looking for. And when we can respond and level up our emotional intelligence, we can make better decisions for us in the long haul. So this isn't that for example, I'm very, very decisive, but I need a minute to make sure that the decision I'm making aligns with my business, aligns with me, aligns with the goals that I'm trying to achieve, the vision that I have for my company. It's kind of like phoning a friend, right? To say, does this work, or am I just in FOMO, right? Fear of missing out of something, the reaction piece of it. If I don't work with this vendor, then I'm going to miss out. Or if I don't work with this joint venture partner, then someone else will, and they're going to make all the money. Well, maybe not. Some of the best decisions I've made is not working with somebody just because I had a fear of missing out, and it came back, to me saying, wow, I'm glad I didn't make that decision. So I really want you to take some time over the next couple of days and really think about, am I in a reactionary mode? Am I just knee-jerking all my decisions? Or am I in a responsive mode and taking sufficient amount of time to discern, right? Being a discerning expert to discern whether or not this is a good decision for me, whether that's a 3-minute block or a 3-week block for you. It doesn't matter. It's just, are you in a responsive mode? And this, again, elevates your emotional intelligence, which allows for you to listen more, observe more, respond more, be more of an expert, to your team members. They don't see you knee-jerk reacting to everything, so they won't knee-jerk. So you're educating them through your actions. And, this happens with your clients as well. Making sure that in your business may be different than someone else's. This is, when I'm coaching people, somebody asked me from stage not too long ago, what's the number one thing a business should do, if they want to scale? And I said, there is no number one thing, because every business has its own DNA. You bring different experiences, you bring different financial situations, you bring different, all kinds of things. I mean, different demographics, location, age, right? Age, gender, whatever, if you're a baby boomer, or Gen Z, or whatever, you bring these different things into the picture. So the decisions that you're making need to be more thought out, right? Need to be more thought through, so that you can make the best decisions for you and your business. And so I want you to just take a couple days and just think about it. Wow, am I reacting to this, or am I responding to it? Am I taking enough time to create a higher level of emotional intelligence? By the way, emotional intelligence is directly correlated to income and revenue. Whereas intellectual, right, and intellectual intelligence, I don't think that's the word. I'm having a little brain fade on it. Your IQ, because this is EQ, emotional quotient. Your IQ is not directly correlated to income or revenue. You can have the smartest people in the world who are making no money whatsoever. And you can have the people that are just emotionally intelligent, just killing it. So we want to educate and motivate you to go into that realm, as opposed to a reactionary realm. And especially when you're working with your team members, when you're making decisions for your business, and when you're working with your clients as well. Make sure that you're listening to them and guiding them properly through the use of emotional intelligence over the reactionary mode that so many of us can do in business. So hopefully that was helpful for you, and we will catch you next time on Business on the Vine. Thank you for joining us on Business on the Vine. If you found value in today's conversation and would like additional support, go to supportfromjen.com. Remember, the best ideas are always discovered on the Vine. So keep innovating, stay inspired, and continue to grow.